Hey, Alex and Jake from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing sort of a special little tournament. We got invited by, I don't know what his name is, but he's from Men of Moto, Semulin, and we're also playing with the Boyks from Draft Magic, and Mr. Lubu Fu, just some other guys that...
Lubu Fu.
He's got a cool name, but all these guys are like, from different either YouTube websites or whatever. But we're doing an Innistrad block draft, and we'll see how we do. Alright. Well, our rare's actually pretty good. I actually like Runebinder, because he creates his own little army.
Yeah.
And the first time you use it, you get a 3/3. I actually think Runebinder's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Runebinder also allows us to do the blue-green self-mill.
Yeah,
and
which is the most fun. I mean,
yeah.
Everybody wants to do that.
And we can also do
like
blue-white skies too. Still,
yeah.
So
I mean, there's a Geist in here too, which is fine. Nibbles of the Breath, which is actually really strong.
Yeah, that is a really
that
strong
card. I remember that card just being really good. I think Runebinder's got enough upside, and it's a rare. I like it quite a bit.
There's a lot of blue, good blue in that pack too.
Yeah, I mean, Innistrad's got black has pretty good fixing though, and it has been a while since we've drafted it, but I think we should be all right.
Hopefully, none of our friends go in blue.
Yeah, well, so I think all the people that we know that are in this are the Boyks, Numot, Lubufu, Semulin, and me. Okay, so we've got Thought Scour, which is pretty cool for self-mill. Works kind of well with Runebinder, and you get some value. There's also Divination. What's the best card in the pack? Probably maybe Loyal Cathar, Nibbles of the Urn.
Really good.
It's good.
I like that card a lot.
Yeah, it's very strong. It like disables a creature of theirs every turn if you attack with it,
But I do like Thought Scour a lot for our deck. Which other card? You said Loyal Cathar?
I mean, Thought Scour is also just good for self-mill.
Yeah.
Which is always, I mean, it's so much fun to be in. Self-mill is so fun. And Thought Scour is just a really good card.
Avacyn's Collar is cool, but...
Yeah, actually, Avacyn's Collar is pretty good, too.
I feel like they go a little late. They're not like the end-all, be-all.
I mean, we could pick Nibbles of the Urn. I'm not opposed to it. Is Innistrad going to hook us up with a lot of blue-white stuff, though? I'm trying to think. I think let's just stay.
There's a lot of good
we
white.
Can just. I feel like we can just stay on color for now. I do like Nibbles of the Urn a lot, though. It's a very strong card. All right, I like Elk.
Elk is really good for the self-mill strategy too.
I like Lambholt Elder a lot too. She's done some things for me.
Good.
Yeah. You
wouldn't think a grandma would be so strong.
Yeah, you wouldn't think a 3-mana 1/2 on the front would be any good, but really, it's super badass when it flips. So really, I guess I'm looking at like Burden of Guilt, Lambholt, Dawn Treader Oak. What do you think, Jake?
I agree with all of those. I think it's time to choose our second color. So, do we want to be?
We probably want to be green.
Yeah, green.
So, do we want the Elk for some getting more creatures in our graveyard?
I like Elk here.
Yeah, I think I like Elk too. Makes it so we can do some more colors too.
Ooh,
potentially.
Bear.
Yeah, so we can do Scab. We can do Bear.
I was always happy with Bear.
Bear's good.
Soul Caesar's good too.
Soul Caesar's decent.
It's too expensive, I guess. But
do we like Scab? I mean, it kind of feeds us a little bit of. It's not great.
Like we can treat it like removal that self mills, I guess.
And it does fuel our Runebinder as well. Bear's better.
Bear is better. So I mean,
we could just do Bear. Morbid is good. But maybe we want to go a little bit deeper with self mill. Yeah. How much like rewards can we expect from self mill in Innistrad? Quite a few, right?
I mean,
all the flashback
spider spawning and like spider spawning, just to name one. So, Dawn Treader or Chant, Young Wolf.
Headless Scab's actually not bad either here, because now we're like feeding our graveyard, and he's actually deceptively good.
He is pretty strong. But I feel like
we could go Elk again.
I feel like we're gonna pick up so many 3-drops in Innistrad, have the chance to.
We probably just want some good bears right now.
Yeah.
I like Dawn Treader Elk a lot.
Elk is really good, and it feeds the strategy so well. That's why I like it. Ooh,
Oh.
another Thought Scour? Or
We
Evolving
could.
Wilds?
Skurzak Flare is also very strong. I guess we
have
only have one so
two
far.
humans if
Um,
we pick him up.
Green in Innistrad will have quite a few humans, though. I guess blue will have some as well. All the colors have humans. Occultist.
Occultist is really good.
Yeah, Flare is really strong.
And I
remember,
feel like we're already
at the worst,
planning on doing a black splash in the end. So.
And really, with Flare, at worst, it does itself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So it's a removal spell. And I do like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it also feeds the Runebinder as well.
I'm happy with Flare
Okay.
here.
I think I like it more. I think I like
it.
it more than the Thought Scour.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't mind getting another Thought Scour, but I remember Flare just being amazing.
Ooh, Grave Tiller.
Grave Chiller Worm. It's pretty cool. 6 mana and it's 8/8 trample for 6
Comes
potentially.
down after combat. Like,
looting is definitely
Yeah.
good for this strategy.
I
we
feel
have the
like
double.
4
We have the
colors.
double elk. True.
I still feel like 4 colors is too much.
We could just go for the worm. It's uncommon. We're certainly not going to see another one, most likely.
Yeah.
And we probably morbid fairly often in this deck.
Yeah. I feel like 8/8
So.
Trampler is good.
All right, I'm cool with that. All right, we can get a bear here. We can do hunger. We can do deadly allure, undying evil. There's actually some good picks for us. I don't mind the bear.
I don't
here.
either.
I think we've.
I really want
Yeah.
the allure, but I think the bear is the better choice.
Yeah, me too. I kind of like bear here.
Young Wolf.
All right, we can do young wolf. We can. I kind of like the Griptide.
Griptide, yeah.
Griptide's
Yeah.
actually really good.
Yeah, Griftide's way good. Untrigger all morbid.
We can do a Dryad. I'm actually really not opposed to this card. It's cheap. You don't necessarily have to main deck it, but we could. And Forest Walk is actually kind of relevant.
It's
We
true.
can also do. No, not that one. I thought this was Hunger for a second. I don't like Grim Flowering though. It's too
No,
expensive.
I-
And Bone Ash is actually decent, but I think I'd rather just the Dryad here
Yeah.
over the Fingraph
I
too.
agree. I do like Fengraph though. Clinging Mist, I feel like hands down. I don't like Sightless Ghoul.
All right. I guess we're probably not going to play it, but there's not a great chance that we play Sightless School either.
No, I feel like Clinging Mist.
I
Clinging
certainly
Mist is the most annoying.
yeah,
one.
let's
What
hide
if
it
we
for now,
pick
though.
up like a Kessig, Cage Breaker?
Let's get a Crushing
Yes.
Vines for sideboard. It's pretty useful.
We already know somebody's going into blue-white.
All right, we
flyers.
can take a Young Wolf here. I'm certainly not opposed to that late of a Young Wolf. So we're certainly green, and I'm actually really happy we have these Elks. That's good fixing. Last pick, Haunted Fingraph. You know, that card is actually playable.
I like Haunted Fengraph.
It's kind of funny that
Yeah.
that was last pick.
I agree.
Does that mean someone took a basic land over it?
that must. Oh, Lab Maniac.
Lab
No.
Maniac's cool, but
Grasp is so good.
I don't think we're that.
Stitcher's Apprentice.
Oh, there's
too.
also Armored
wow,
Scab.
There's so many good things for us.
Yeah. Stitcher's Apprentice really good for getting our Morbid online, which I like a lot. It also works well with Young Wolf.
Yeah.
Foil Falcon Wrath Marauders. Jesus. That card's sick, by the way.
Yeah. Good thing we got the.
Yeah. I think we do
Question
Grasp,
Lines. Yeah, I do
probably.
feel like Grasp is good.
We're going to be self-milling, so getting flashbacks useful. And it like wrecks people.
Mm.
I would like the Armored Scab.
I
but
feel like we can probably still count on getting it again.
Yeah. Ooh, embarrassing.
Claustrophobia.
All right. Well, we've got a good choices here. We can go probably deeper blue is better than going deeper black, since we're just splashing black for now.
Green.
So we can
only
do
have one draw.
claustrophobia. Actually, I like Screeching Bat.
Screeching Bat's good.
pretty
but
good.
Double
That-
black
it's
to
pro-
flip is too hard.
Yeah, and it's probably not what we're going for exactly. Anyway, Creeping Renaissance is cool, but I think it's not really what we're trying to do. I think it's claustrophobia here. It's pretty solid removal.
Yeah. As a side note, I do think that Creeping Renaissance could work, but I also think it's something that gets picked very, very, very late.
Yeah, I mean, we could take the monstrosity here. I'm actually not opposed to that, especially since we have some elk ramp.
Yeah.
And these actually ramp, too. They're not like,
Caravan
put it in your
Vigil.
hand or something.
Yeah.
There's also Armored Scab, though, which does fuel our self-mill strategy a little more.
God, but Monstrosity and Havengal Runebinder is actually a really good combination. Because you can, like, pick and choose, weed out the ones you don't want.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But, I mean...
Armored Scab's going to be better if we,
for
our makeshift maulers
yeah.
and for our Stitch Drakes. Right?
Yeah.
And it's just a good blocker. Molegrab Monstrosity is good. I mean... do we think we're a deck that's going to be winning later? Are we going to be able to consistently get 3 green? You know?
Yeah, I guess. I would hope so, but...
Let's just do Armored Scab. I mean, you're right, Monstrosity is sick. I'm not sure if it's what I want. Alright, here now we get rewarded, we get a Stitch Drake, which I do like, I think, more than the...
I do like
the Wolf and the Viper. Both of those cards are actually really good. Even Battleground Geist is probably fine in this deck. But
Stitch Drake is the
best.
best.
We've got the Runeminder too, which kind of makes it, kind of cool. Plus, we have some fuel for it, so Stitch Drake can be really good.
Another Creeping Renaissance.
We could take a Victim here. Like, it might be a little bit greedy, but I think Victim is significantly better than Hollow Hinge Scavenger. And even though it is a little bit shaky on our mana base, keep in mind we got the double Dawn Treader Elk.
We need a Shimmering Grotto then.
We have some more picks too. I don't know. I think this is so much better than Scavenger and Spider that we should just take it.
I'd feel really good about it if we already had a Woodland Cemetery, but I will agree with you.
I don't know. It's just so good. Victim was sweet. I love that card. Wow, another Lab Maniac. Well, we can take an Amulet here, which seems like a good follow-up, right? To the Victim?
Yeah, I'd be very happy with the Amulet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's also Wreath of Geist, which is actually playable in this deck. But maybe we want to go more of the Stitch Drake, like makeshift Mauler route. Hopefully get rewarded for that. So let's just take a Traveler's Amulet. God, I'm just getting flashbacks of playing this. It's been so long.
Rage Thrower?
Yeah, Rage Thrower is probably the best, but we're not going to play him. We're not likely to play the Stromkirk Patrol either.
Yeah, I just don't...
And Rage Thrower is just the best card.
Yeah.
So I guess we could take that. We can take Gnaw here. I'm not opposed to that. There's also Typhoid Rats, but how much self-mill have we got? I thought we had a significant amount, right?
Just
Thought
the
Scours. We have the Dawn Treaders, though, which work with Gnaw to the Bone.
Yep. We have two
Scabs.
Scabs. We really do need another Armored Scab, but I'd pick up the Gnaw to the Bone here.
Okay. It's good enough. I mean, of course we want to get rewarded with the Spider spawning, but if we don't get it, I'm not going to be, like, broken up about it. Ooh, got that Armored Scab, so that's sweet. Really happy about that.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that nobody else wanted it.
Maybe maybe they have some sick green-white beat decks. Alright, we can take Rats here. Otherwise we can take the Screeching Bat. I think Screeching Bat's probably good enough where we can take it over the Rats.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
eventually we'll be able to flip it.
I don't think we're first turn black mana.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we could have it by turn 3, though.
Yeah. Even turn 4 or 5.
I think we take Grave Bramble for sideboard.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not bad against us if we're making zombie armies. Mana Skeleton's so bad. Let's just take a Naturalize.
Yeah. I felt like Naturalize is somehow... Butcher's Cleaver.
Yeah.
It's a good answer.
Yeah. Butcher's Cleaver's so good.
Yeah.
Alright,
the Creeping Renaissance.
We'll take it. Like, we could probably play it, too.
Yeah.
It works well enough alongside Armored Scab.
Yeah.
Wow, we got that Wreath of Geist, too.
That's sweet.
That's actually super playable in our deck. Depending on how many creatures we end up with, we're going to need quite a few more creatures. We've only got 13 at the moment, so I'd like to... Ooh, that's a good creature to pick up, yeah. Oh, but there's also...
Oh, no. That sucks.
That's really
Actually,
tough.
This pack is really, really good for us.
Yeah, there's also Mulch, even Moan of the Unhallowed, and Skurzak High Priest?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
I just feel like Spider Spawning is so necessary to take, you know?
Spider Spawning is what our deck is.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, you can't argue that it's not. I guess you can because we have Runebinder and we have Stitch Drake. And
but we only have those two. We didn't get any makeshift maulers.
Jesus, like...
We're definitely self-mill, and because we're taking advantage of it in more than one way.
God, I think it's actually just straight up not Daybreak because we're not going to do the red, It might actually be the High Priest because we've got the Elks too. Oh God, that's so good.
Yeah, but High Priest.
But
is
spider
really
spawning
good
is
when you
like
have spider spawning. I don't know.
yeah.
I
think we are a spider spawning deck.
I think we want the spider spawning
that's
because then we don't have to play Creeping Renaissance either.
God, that pack is so sick. I like Villagers quite a bit.
So good.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Dark
There's,
Thicket
there's
Wolf
also
is
Wolf,
notable.
which is really good, but we're gonna play the hell out of that card. Blazing Torch is good too.
Actually, we want to probably pick up a Blazing Torch or two because we passed that High Priest.
We can get Occultist. We can also get Boneyard Worm. Boneyard Worm's likely to wheel. I think Occultist will not.
And Forbidden Alchemy in this pack too.
Oh yeah, that's really good. But we can. I think we want as many creatures as we can get. Plus, it's just
Occultist.
Yeah, and it also with the Flayer. I like that it's more like sack fodder too.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think Rig. Oh man,
and a Mulch.
Well, let's back away a little bit from the Stitch Drake plan if we're going to do spider spawning.
Yeah.
So I kind of want the Geist Catcher's Rig because it kills the hell out of flyers. It's actually like a really good card.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're right. Mulch
and Apprentice in this pack. This is just
maybe,
a really good pack.
Maybe we want some more self mill. But
we have 15 creatures now.
This one is really good though. How much? And look how much removal we have. We have a decent amount, I guess. Victim, Flare, Phobia, Grasp, Griptide. Yeah, I guess we do have a decent amount of removal.
Yeah.
Let's hide the Creeping Renaissance because that doesn't go.
Yeah, I don't think we're playing that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm down with either the Mulch, the Apprentice, or the Rig.
You don't have like a preference. You kind of want the Mulch, right?
Yeah, I feel like we want that earlier self-mill so we can build up to the spider spawning, but...
Yeah, ooh, another Villagers. I think I want that over the Hamlet Captain. Hamlet Captain's cool in here, because we actually have some humans, but Villagers, 2-3, actually relevant in this format.
Yeah.
Lantern Spirit's decent too, but we're more of a...
We need humans.
I just like the value of this one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's human. I'm really happy that we picked up that Flayer. I think that was a good hedge.
Ooh, Dissipate?
Yeah, we could play Dissipate. We can also do... well, we don't quite have enough for Full Moon's Rise, I don't think. We're probably not playing the Young Wolf. Maybe we are, but I don't know if we have to. Cool Caller's Chant gets us back.
Double Armored Scab, Screeching Scab.
But it pulls... It kind of doesn't go with our spider spawning.
No.
Dissipate I'm not opposed to. We could play that.
I feel like Dissipate's good.
It's the best card in there, probably. The Cloistered Youth is good for someone else, though. I mean, that card's strong. This deck came together good enough, though, honestly. Just do another Mulch? No, let's do the Apprentice over the second Mulch.
I think so. We have two different...
Sacking... we have good sack fodder. Plus, we want Morbid triggers.
Yeah.
And we want to put creatures in our graveyard, so it all is good. Oh, sweet. We table that Boneyard Worm. I think Boneyard Worm...
Grizzled Outcast is really good,
yeah,
too.
Outcast is...
And, like, the fact that it's a 5-drop and we don't have any...
Alright, well, let's count exactly how many self-mill cards we have. That should decide if we're doing Boneyard Worm. We have 1, 2...
3, 4, 5. And then 2 Dawn Treader
3, 4... Is that enough or not quite? Maybe not. It's good with... We have some, like, random synergies with it.
I just feel like the Grizzled Outcast
it's so good on
actually,
its own, yeah. What does he turn into? A 7/7?
7/7,
yeah, that's super strong.
7/7.
Oh, Moan? Yeah, let's just take Moan. This card's so strong. Plus, you can, like, self-mill it. I mean, we're definitely light black, but we have good fixing at this point, right? Double Elk and Amulet.
We should be okay.
Let's just take this for sideboard.
Scarecrow is so good.
Yeah. We could take the worm here over the Interloper. Yeah. Cool. This actually came together really nicely.
Yeah, it did.
We're not going to play the Bell. We might...
Memory's Journey.
In case we self-mill too much.
You can also shuffle your opponent's stuff if they're, like, relying on their graveyard for something.
It's true. It's more likely than we're going to play... I don't think we're playing Corpse Lunge. Frightful. We could sideboard into it.
I like Frightful Delusion.
It's not good, but...
No.
You can play it.
It's way better in Sealed.
We actually have to make a ton of cuts, so I'm kind of excited. We got to... we really get to pick and choose this deck.
Good. Good. Excellent.
Good. I like Gravetiller Worm a lot in here because we have actually so many. So we have so much controllable Morbid. We've got double Elk, Stitcher's Apprentice, Flare. I guess you'd never be able to Flare in Gravetiller, but
10
still.
mana. I just got 10 mana lying around.
All right, well, let's put our best stuff in, or let's just put everything that we want to play. I'm still down with Wreath, actually.
I'm down with all of our Graveyard Matter stuff.
We can probably skip Dryad for now. I'd rather sideboard into that.
Yeah, we have a ton of 2-drops.
Can never have enough. Oh yeah, Knot of the Bone 2. We picked up one of those. This deck really came together. Need that amulet. Need this. Like that. Glad we picked up that Screeching Scab. He actually does not look so terrible anymore.
No, he doesn't. I was really hesitant at first. That's the problem with Screeching Scab, because it's like early on in the draft and...
yeah, and you never want to... It's so bad if you're not doing anything about... Yeah. God, we actually don't have to play... Well, I guess we have to play black for Spider Spawning anyway, so... Let's just do the ones that we want to do. Like, all our black spells are really good.
Yeah, we only picked up good ones.
We could probably get rid of Screeching Bat. We have enough 3-drops. And it's our splash color anyway. I'm really not afraid to splash for Moan. I know it kind of seems bad, but when you're self-milling anyway...
I just feel like, why are we pushing ourselves into double black when we're trying to make cuts already? You know, like, if we already have...
I guess because they're good. We can cut Moan, but should we really cut Victim too? This is actually like a really strong removal spell.
I'm glad we took it away from somebody, but I'm not necessarily sure I want it in the deck. Because I feel like if we have to go get the 2 black, it's already wasted us time, you know?
I guess I could see that. Well, what's our removal looking like now, then? We have the Flare.
We still have
a Dissipate, in the board. Maybe.
And we have
Oh, I forgot to put Grip Tie. I want to play Grip Tie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well...
Like, no, we didn't get Prey Upon, which really sucks.
Maybe we cut Dissipate. Yeah. Maybe we don't need to main deck that. Counterspells aren't quite as good in this format as they were in... Return, I feel like. In Return, like, Syncopate is pretty bomb.
Yeah, yeah.
Even, like, I felt like in Corset. I guess Mana Leak was... I felt like that wasn't that playable, maybe. Counterspells are hard to make work in any format, I think. And this one...
No exception.
Yeah. Let's cut the Young Wolf.
Yeah.
We have a lot of creatures, and he's usually pretty underwhelming.
Okay, so we have 16 creatures. I don't really want to go lower than that, though.
Neither would I.
Okay.
But we do have to cut another card for sure. And I don't know if I feel comfortable going 16 land. I mean, we could, because we have double Dawntraitor, Elk, and Amulet.
We're literally, like, only needing one
We have
swamp.
no Mana Sinks, right?
No.
And we have Mulch. Yeah, we can actually go 16. So one more cut and I'm comfortable. You?
Yeah.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you feeling? I mean, Wreath might be it, but it's pretty cool with what we're trying to do. We don't have a ton of evasion, though, which makes it a little less appealing. Because it just... I mean, it does things, but...
I think Stitch Drake is the only evasive creature we have,
yeah,
other than Gravetiller Worm.
I actually think we can't make Wreath work in here. If we had a ton of flyers, I'd like it more. Yeah.
Like, if we had, like, Invisible Stalker and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, if we had Invisible Stalker, it'd be sweet.
It'd be no question.
Alright, well, let's look at our colors. Pretty even split of green and blue.
But we need more blue.
Do we want to do the Fingraph? Probably not, huh? Because we're only doing 16. I think it'd be too greedy. 3 colors, 16 lands. Ooh, glitch. Interesting.
Hey, that happens to
Josh Franco. Yeah.
That's about right.
We could do 1 swamp for sure. And they want more... We want more green. We want more green and blue because of the Elks, right?
Yeah, but we need more double blue than we need double green. We only need 1 green to make anything work.
Yeah, that is true. Let's look at our curve, though, again. I mean
turn 2,
we also need it for Mulch, too. Yeah. Keep that in mind. I feel like we could do... Like, we're pretty close.
I really feel like we could do 7/8, but not islands as 7. I really do think we need...
You want to do it the other way?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to look at the colored mana symbols. Are they not hooking me up? Oh, that's glitched too? Crazy. Alright, I guess we can do it the other way. I mean, we need green for the Elk, though.
I see that we need it for the Elk, but we still only need 1 green. We need 2 blue.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I mean, this mana base is fine regardless because of the amulet too.
Yeah.
We're pretty well fixed. So I guess we're gonna run it like this. I'm pretty happy with how the deck turned out. I think this is cool, and this is like very representative of like towards the end what a lot of people wanted to do in Innistrad. You know, the self-mill strategy was just so much fun.
It is a lot of fun because it's like it can be kind of dicey too at times.
Yeah. All right, we'll start in a little bit here. I just realized we have to do 2 swamps for self-mill. So I'm going to do that real quick before we run out of time. Okay. Yeah, if we didn't do double swamp, with all this self-mill, there'd be a really good chance that we could just get rid of it, and then we'd be kind of screwed. I guess we'd only be screwed on our spider spawning and our Skursdag flare, but still, it's just for safety's sake. Let's do.
Yeah, but if we were to lose the card, or the swamp, and we didn't have access to those second halves, or...
They'd be significantly worse, so they're pretty important.